Hey guys, so I wanted to make a video on a few Tai Chi movements that I've learned and have been doing pretty regularly about the past year, like on and off. And they're really fun because they get you to relax through emotion and to really start to loosen up everything from the hands and the fingers and the wrists and the elbows and the shoulders and the spine and the neck and the face, even the hips, the knees and the ankles and the feet, and to really ground yourself and get connected back to nature and to really feel the flow of the heavens and the sky and the earth and the ground. And as you do these movements, it's really important to follow the breath and to synchronize the breath as best as you can with each movement. So I'll start with one of the very basic movements, and so it's just going to be essentially following this side-to-side movement of the hands and the hips. So just watch how my feet are, and also watch how I gently shift into each side. So first we start here, then we come here, so the inhale is in this middle portion of the movement when we're here. Inhale deep and then exhale and push to the side. And your feet will kind of be angled like this. And so the next movement we're going to do is just a rising and a falling. Very basic movement. You can play around with your hand positions. We're just going to start standing shoulder widths, feet apart. Maybe a little bit more, a little bit less, however you feel comfortable. And we're going to start. Inhale, looking up heavenward slightly, and exhale, take a slight bend in those knees and let your hands come down here, and almost like you're just playing in waters. And then inhale, exhale, and you can inhale outwards, exhale inwards in prayer position. You can inhale up, exhale outwards, exhale down, and return to center. And then the next movement that we'll do is really fun. I like this one. It's like you're blocking down and you're sinking into your hips, and your feet are in a split stance. So I'm blocking, exhale, inhale, this foot comes up. I still have a slight bend in this knee, so I'm coming up like this, but this knee is still bent. This knee is bent but strong. My hips are level. I'm bringing my hands here, and then I exhale and I step back again. Inhale, coming up, and I can hold this position and shift my awareness to different places. And so you can just keep going backwards. And think of it all like your hands and your elbows and your knees and your feet, they're all connected together. So these all move in one unit. And with the breath. So that's 3 movements so far. And then as you go backwards, you can do this movement which will bring you back forwards. And so you want to first start in this split stance with your feet pointing these ways. So follow your hand backwards as if you were going to throw a javelin, like that, or a football, but you're loading back extra. And so you follow your hand here, and your other hand comes here towards your heart, and then you push, and then you rotate this front foot, and you step, and then you push, and you exhale on the push, and you inhale when you bring your arms back. Okay. And then you can add a little bit more balance, a little bit more of a challenge by raising up this front leg and also rotating your hips so that you face that way. So this foot is pointing the same way as that foot. And you exhale, push. This foot pivots. And you can get a little bit of a tap as you come forward. So I can tap down with this foot and then raise up with my arms when I feel that I'm stable. And you want to have a controlled descent of this leg. So you don't want to just fall forward. You want to bring it forward only as slowly as you can push forward and shift into it. And so that's one of the more difficult movements. And then you return to center, you return to stillness, to calmness. And then you can come to this position, the horse stance. My feet are angled kind of like that. You can kind of have them straight forward, but I like to have them kind of outwards, 45 degrees from my body. And then you just sink down into your hips. And you pretend you're holding a big ball of energy. Your shoulders are really relaxed. Your head, your neck, your hips, your shoulders, your arms, your knees. Everything has to be relaxed. And just imagine this big ball of energy in between this circle that you're making with your arms and your torso. And just breathe really deeply. Try to stay aligned over your spine and your hips, your shoulders, your head. And so you can do different combinations of following the breath and pushing and pulling and feeling the energy in a gentle way. And then you get into things like martial arts and calisthenics, and it's more controlled of tension. But even here, there's still some tension that you're directing the energy through. You just make it into a wave of relaxation, a wave of easefulness, and a wave of what the Chinese call the Wu Wei, which is effortless doing. And the Taoists specifically talk about it. And so there's two last movements that you guys can do, where you push as you come into this horse stance, and you can carry tension through this. You can really feel your body like tensing up, every muscle, and then you inhale. You can make different kinds of configurations of the tension. You can also do both arms out, pulling in, and then letting go. Pulling in, letting go. Pulling in low, letting go low. Pulling in high. You can do all sorts of different things, playing with that tension and relaxation through your body. And so that's Tai Chi as I have learned and also practiced some things that I apply in principles. I'm not an instructor. I would have said that in the beginning if I remembered, but I'll just put it in the comments or something. And I play around with these movements intuitively, and they benefit me in relaxation, in balance, in coordination, in energy flow, awareness, strength, and focus. So I hope this helps benefit you guys in your movement practice. And yeah, let me know if you want to see more of anything, or more explanations, or more comments, questions, concerns, interests, and all that. Just bounce it below in those comments. Thank you guys. Much love. God bless. Love you. Love, vision, and strength.